already out, but at the time of starting this, it's not yet. What will this update be called? Because 38.0.9, hotfix wise, is out. Are they going to call this 38.1? No, they have in fact called this hotfix 38.0.10, as you can tell from the fact that bit has now been completely removed. But now what we can do is turn around and say Lavos Prime has officially been released and has been added to Warframe. There he is. Oh, this frame looks amazing. Lavos is a very, very useful frame, simply down to, well, what's the third ability? No? Ooh. The fourth ability is the transmutation probe. Okay, I thought it was third. I have that same question every time I use him, and for the record, it's been probably a month or two, but I do use him a lot because the transmutation probe, having the ability to swap your ammo into universal ammo, your energy orbs into universal orbs that do energy and health, mean, well, you can basically turn anything that's lying on the floor into something that is useful outside of resources, though that would be a great touch, making him a hell of a useful frame. And that is his third ability, because that's his passive. Oh. Energy and universal orbs give him status immunity for 10 seconds. Ooh. Oh, I really do love me a good Lavos gameplay. And it would seem what they have done, because all primes are buffed, his health used to be 540, his shields used to be 270, they are now 600 for health, 310 for shields. He will of course be coming with extra polarity slots and everything else. Sprint speed's still the same, but I still love the fact that energy says 0. Start the mission with 0 energy. Does make it slightly complicated to use those abilities, but like other frames, still very useful, even if you do have to wait a bit before you can use his abilities. And let us not sugarcoat it, the Cedo was quite a useful weapon. This of course being his signature weapon, and now that it has been primed, the fire rate has gone, yes, from 3.83 it was before to 4.5, with a multi-shot going from 6 to 7. Ooh, but the reload takes longer. No, it doesn't, it takes less time. It used to be 2.2, now it's 1.8. I'm looking at these completely backwards. Damage has also gone up, that is right. It doesn't happen often, but they haven't just buffed it, they've super buffed it. Fire rate, multi-shot. Magazine is still 40, but it reloads quicker. Everything else seems about the same. The crit chance is now 24% instead of 20%. The crit multiplier is still 2.4, but the projectile speed, the status per projectile, sorry, has gone from 0.3% to 2%. With the puncture going from 30 to 32. I would love somebody to do the math on this. I went to do the math. I actually stopped recording to go do the math, and then, yeah, multi-shot of 7. This has 7 rounds. So, 32 times 7, 224. It's literally, the answer's written right there. It's 7 rounds. Add more multi-shot, it will have more rounds. The damage number will go up through the roof, and you can see how far we got into this before it actually told you this is update 38.0.10. I want to go for this first, because you can always level up the weapon while farming for the frame parts or the frame relics. But here's the thing, I love me a dual wielding melee weapon, and I use the dual Zoren quite a lot. It is a low mastery rank weapon at 2. Well, now we have mastery rank 13, and the dual Zorens have been primed, going from a 1.17 attack speed to a 1.25 is kind of huge. Plus, the slam radius has been doubled, same as the slide attack. Sorry, the slam attack, not the radius, the actual attack. The radius is still the same, 2.3 meters. Oh, the range is still the same at 2.3 meters, sorry. And the actual attack from a slam or a slide has been doubled, going from 140 to 280. Crit chance, 25%? Nope, it's now 30. The crit multiplier, 3%? Nope, it's now 3.2. The status has gone from 5% to 22%. Yeah. I love when they bring out a Prime and they go, Primes deserve to be buffed, so what we'll do is we'll give it a lot of buffs here, buffs there, buffs everywhere. And then you end up with an amazing Prime weapon. Well, the puncture's gone from 3.5 to 7. The impact's gone from 3.5 to 7. The slash has gone from 63 to 126. You see where this is going, don't you? Because the total damage has gone from 70 to 140. They have in fact doubled all of the damage on this. Just completely. The puncture, impact, slash have all been doubled, which means the total damage is doubled, which doubles the slam attack and the slide attack. Oh, maybe going for this one first, actually, because damn, that looks good. Lavos Prime's parts can be found on the Axii F3 relic as the uncommon drop for the actual blueprint. The Lith L5 has the systems as the rare drop. The Meso A8 will have the Neuroptics as the uncommon, meaning the Neo X1 will have the chassis as the common drop. Cedo will have the Prime Receiver on the Axii M6 relic. The Lith A7 relic will have the stock as the common drop. The Neo C6 will have the blueprint as the rare drop. And the Neo T9 uncommon drop for the Prime Barrel. The dual Zoren Prime will have the blade. You'll need 2 of them as the rare drop on the Neo D9. The Lith S16 will have the blueprint as the uncommon, and the Axii P3 will have the handles. Remembering you'll need 2 of those. You only need 1 blueprint, 2 handles, 2 blades, dual wielding, as the common drop Axii P8. I mean, I'm glad, because the Axies are a bit of an annoyance to get them to drop properly. So that being the common on there does make this one of the easiest of the ones to get a hold of. To find out where to get these relics from, just go to the codex, go over to universe, down to relics and whatevers, and just search for whatever it is you're actually looking for, and then when you click on it, it will show you on the left beneath the items, the possible rewards, beneath that the drop sources, and it will tell you where you can actually get these from. They drop everywhere, which makes it a problem to actually get a hold of the one you happen to be looking for. But worth it. Or of course you can just go to the website and pick it up through the Prime Access, which brings us to the Prime accessories. There is the leg armor, the chest armor, the shoulder armor, and a sandana, as well as, yes, it has remained the 90-day resource booster, not credit booster, which makes it a hell of a lot more desirable to get the Prime accessories now than when that was a credit booster. And let's be honest, on Lavos, that sandana does look absolutely amazing. The armor, take it or leave it. That's personal choice. The sandana, with the fluid that's in the back of it, because obviously Lavos being the mad scientist, yeah, well, I know he's not a mad scientist before anybody says it. Alchemist. Yeah, the fluid in the back makes a lot of sense and does look a lot more tempting than it probably should. And lastly, yes, with the release of a new Prime comes a Prime that has to enter the Prime Vault. Sadly, this means we have to say goodbye to the relics for the Larkspur Prime. This thing, when it comes to the Prime heavy guns, arc gun, Gravamagged, it's a heavy gun, otherwise it's a arc gun. This was a lot of fun to use. It was a great variant upon itself. And it's a damn shame to see it go. More importantly, would be Hildryn Prime herself. The relics for Hildryn Prime are also entering the Prime Vault, as are the relics for Shade Prime. This isn't as bad as it sounds. Shade Prime, Larkspur Prime, and Hildryn Prime can still be built. You can trade for the parts, trade for the relics, you just can't get new relics because they have been vaulted to make space for, of course, Lavos Prime. So even though there is no more coming to the inventory of any players, I was going to say coming to the market, the relics will be gone, but Hildryn won't be going anywhere. If you have the parts, you have the relics, they stay in your inventory, which is great. I'm also trying to realise where all my Archon shards have gone from it. Oh, I took them off, didn't I? I'd run out of... Yeah, I started taking them all off. Because I just... To be fair, normal Hildryn is set up, built and ready to go. Hildryn Prime, I never really finished setting her up, so I took the relics off, the shards off, to use elsewhere. But with that, we'll leave this off here. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.